most men who aren't married, who are bachelors, aren't used to communicating the correct way.
We're not doing it the old way where you're chasing men. You're going to lean into your feminine, and this is going to help you in both dating and in marriage. I mean, we coach so many women, and often they are stuck in dating purgatory, where you've been dating this guy, he's your boyfriend, you've been together for years even, and things are not going to that next level. So how do you inspire him to really go to that next level? How do you take things to the next level without nagging him, forcing him? You want a man that is fully in his masculine energy, that is literally doing whatever he needs to do to be in your presence and to marry you.
And we'll give our real life story on how we communicated living in different countries, from dating to engaged to marriage.
Yeah. And for those lovely ladies that are new here, what's up? I'm Natasha.
And I'm Brian.
I was a former single mom with 4 kids, went through a whole bunch of trauma and loss. If you're interested in learning more about dating and relationships and feeling good in your body again, I'm talking your hormones, your nervous system, all that.
Click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos and content.
And I'm glad you used the word inspire.
Yes.
Because that's exactly what happens. Most men, they can even be healthy provider energy men, aren't used to communicating the correct way.
Yeah.
And the correct way means communicating outside of their comfort zone in most cases, where most men are okay texting, maybe talking for a couple of minutes, asking a couple of questions here and there, and then connecting. But when we're inspired to do things the right way, as in our situation, because what happened was with us, we were in different countries. We were talking. We started off online, then it ended up going to the next level, which was talking on the phone. Then we met. But during that time, one thing that happened that caused me to want to step up, our relationship wasn't allowed to be built on texting alone. So I couldn't just text her, good morning, beautiful, text her, how are you doing, how are the kids? No, she didn't have time for that. That wasn't the way that she wanted to go about it. And she didn't tell me directly, but it was understood that this way isn't working. And I wanted to get to know her as well. So I asked for her phone number. Then we went through the whole process. But the texting side of getting to know each other was off limits. That wasn't an option for me personally, and especially for her. It wasn't an option for me to get to know her through texting only.
Yeah, and ladies, I mean, we go really deep on this in our programs, but first of all, you got to do an energy check. You got to see, like, where's your energy at? Are you accepting the low effort? Are you accepting the breadcrumbs? Are you accepting a man, or from men that just send you random text messages or photos, funny gifs or memes or whatever? Is that what you're settling for? Are you settling for a guy that won't pick up the phone and actually call you? Are you settling for a guy that won't plan dates, that won't come see you or fly you to come see him? You have to be embodied in this energy, first of all, babe, that you are so worthy, which I have to say, for a lot of single moms, they struggle with that because in the back of your mind, sometimes women think that they're no good anymore. Like, they're damaged goods because you have kids, or maybe multiple kids, or maybe you're divorced now. We're the first generation where social media is a thing with dating, right? So a lot of people are still kind of learning how to function and how to date and how to communicate properly with social media. And how humans are wired, especially men, is for convenience. So if you're okay with a man just texting you randomly, or not taking things to the next level, not planning dates for you, guess what you're going to get, babe? You're going to attract men that are giving you the breadcrumbs and just putting in that low effort, versus you're never convincing a man to do anything. Okay, ladies, this is the energy I was in, where I was like, I'm getting married, right? I'm not wasting my time. At my age, I got 4 kids. I want a father for my kids. I am not wasting my time, right? And I never had to convince him of that. But it was a thing where, we were talking in the dating app. Then he asked me for my number. He was FaceTiming. We were talking, we met, but we were in different countries. And it got to the point where, he wasn't coming to see me. I wasn't going there because he was doing his thing. I was doing my thing. And I was just like, this is not going to work. right? And then so I didn't tell him he needed to do anything. I just let him know I'm not having a texting FaceTime relationship, and then balls in your court, baby.
And the thing to know about men is men will drive cross country for whatever they need or desire. If it's a job, if it's to go see their children, men will do whatever it takes to get there. And it should be no different with you. Now, even though you're not married or anything like that, if you're just starting off dating someone or talking to someone, men drop everything to make sure they give that impression that I'm here for you, that I'm here to provide for you. I'm here whenever you need me. We're not going to give a low effort for someone that we desire. Now, if you see yourself getting a lot of low effort from men, it's not because you're not attractive, but what it is, maybe they're not in a place where they're really looking to take the relationship to the next level for you. So no matter what they're saying, no matter how nice they sound, they can tell you they love you. If they're not following through with taking the steps to come see you, to really get to know you, to talk to you, to things like that, their communication is going to show you how much they're into. And then their actions are going to show you that they're ready to take things beyond the level it's at right now. So what they're showing you, what they're saying to you, all of those things must match up. Otherwise, you're just someone that they enjoy talking to, texting. Maybe you're someone who's convenient for them in their time and season. And that's okay. But it's your job to make sure you don't stay in that situation. And when you start taking steps to show him that this isn't what you desire, and you don't have to tell him, but show him like she showed me, like when we
with a smile
talking,
on the face. You're not triggered, baby girl.
We stopped talking for about 6 months. She showed me that wasn't what she was looking for. I got the message. And when I got the message, when I came back, she gave me an opportunity. And when I got that opportunity, I knew I had to approach it differently.
Yes, so good. Because it's all about our energy, babe. Everybody around you is just mirroring your energy. So don't get mad at the guys ever. You just got to go inward and be like, okay, what patterns am I playing in? Am I playing in patterns of rejection? Am I playing in patterns of abandonment? Am I playing in patterns of not trusting masculine energy men to show up for me? Because if you subconsciously are embodied in that energy, babe, and it's in your nervous system, that is what you're going to attract in your reality. That's what you're going to expect at men, and that's what they're going to do. Now, even when we stopped talking, it wasn't a thing where I was like waiting by the phone and like, oh, I hope he, I'm doing this so he comes back to me. No, you're never in an energy of manipulation ever. You are truly in your healthy, healed, feminine energy. You're in your worthiness. You're living your life. You're doing things. I was going on trips. I was doing a lot of my own inner healing, my relationship with God. I was working on getting my kids prepared for marriage. I didn't know who I was going to marry, but these are the things that I was really focused on during that time to get myself into a really healthy, healed place, to be a healthy, healed wife for my husband. And of course, because that was the energy that I was in, he came back into the picture, and I wasn't giving him, another 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chances. This is how women shoot themselves in the foot, where you train the guy that he can just come and go and do whatever, and you'll always be there. That is not what inspires a man to commit to you for marriage and to provide for you and to really activate his masculine energy. No, when he came back into the picture, and I did not call him, he called me. And we had a serious conversation about it, about like, what's going to be different this time. And he said what he needed to say. And he showed me, he dropped everything and he moved countries, packed us all up and moved us to the US. We got married and, now we're living our best life. But you have to do this from a place of detachment to outcome and total surrender to God and trusting babes, that this or something better, but you are so worth something more than just that low effort.
And it could even be a case where, as you were speaking, this is the person for you. Everything matches up. You just like them. Everything's so good. But until you detach and really allow things to play out, because one thing we have to know is that God knows better than us. Whatever the situation is, it could be bad timing, or this could not be the person that God desires for you to be with. You have to really be okay with that, because at the end, it's the bigger picture is this the right person for me?
Yeah.
Feelings and emotion aside.
Yeah.
And when they start doing things a certain way, whether good or bad, we'll show you if we're really into you and willing to make those commitments that you need and desire in your life. We'll move countries.
Yes.
We'll do whatever we have to do. We'll drop everything. We'll
Yeah.
find new employment in different places.
Yeah.
Whatever we have to do if we really desire to be with you.
Yeah.
And it'll be so easy for you to see. It's not a guessing game. And you don't have to wonder, okay, today he made me feel good and he was saying this, and then the next day he was upset and he didn't call me.
Yes.
No, that's the inconsistency you don't
Yeah.
want. So
Yeah.
just trust what he's doing, listen to what he's saying, and he'll show you exactly if if he's the right person for you in that time.
I like what you said, because masculine energy is consistent. Just think of just the testosterone in men. It's very consistent versus a woman, and she has all these different hormones and they fluctuate throughout the month. That really mirrors our masculine feminine energy. So a healthy masculine energy man, one of the major traits is that he is consistent and he wants to make you feel safe and secure. That is the greatest need for the woman, subconsciously for the feminine, is to feel safe and secure. Otherwise, you're going to be in your masculine energy, right? So you want to be with a man that allows you to relax in your feminine, and because he is consistent and he's stable. Now, side note, that might feel boring for some women that are unhealed, and you're used to the trauma bonding, you're used to the hot and cold, you're used to the the dopamine hit from the text messages, or him coming in and out of your life. You actually get addicted hormonally to that from the dopamine. That's not healthy masculine energy, babe. Okay, the healthy masculine energy is going to feel consistent. He's not going to leave you feel confused. He's going to make sure that you have whatever you need emotionally, like spiritually, physically, financially. He's going to make sure you are good, because when you're good and you're happy in your feminine, he's going to feel amazing. That's why they're motivated to do that for you. Yeah, man, there's so much more that we could get into, not only with texting and communication in the dating phase, but also in marriage. Because after coaching so many women, there's a lot of women that do not know what they're doing when it comes to communicating with men.
And there's so many layers to communication that we can go into. But we just did a master class with the ladies in the Feminine Energy Academy.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It was so good. We were helping the ladies. How do you effectively and magnetically communicate with the masculine in the dating phase, in marriage, and even how do you deal with exes? Because we do have a lot of women in our community that are dealing with exes, ex-husbands, baby daddies. Maybe you have kids together. Maybe they are really unhealthy, but you still need to be able to communicate with them. And ladies, this is when you need to really lean into your feminine intelligence. You cannot be triggered and emotional. There's a whole bunch of things that we really teach you girls how to do, tools to do when you're texting with a masculine, so you can activate that healthy masculine energy versus triggering toxic patterns with communicating with men. And then you guys are just headbutting with each other. We'll leave the link below. If you want to watch the masterclass and get my framework on how to talk to men, then I'll leave that for you. It is so good. And right now we actually have a free trial in the Feminine Energy Academy, so you girls can try it out for free. We've been getting so many amazing results with our women that we're like, let's just give them a taste, and then you can see for yourself.
So ladies, let us know what you think in the comments. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and drop them there as well.
Love you.